Every day, your cat silently waits for tiny moments of love, the moments most owners never give them. But your cat never stops hoping for, so let's reveal what your cat has been begging for all along. Number 1. The greeting ritual. When you come home, you probably rush straight to your cat for affection. Big mistake. Researchers at Oregon State University discovered that cats experience sensory overload when owners immediately invade their space after being gone. Your enthusiastic greeting actually triggers stress hormones, not bonding chemicals. Here's what cats actually love. When you walk in, completely ignore them for the first 60 seconds. Put your bags down, take off your shoes, move slowly. This gives them time to process your return and approach on their terms. Within 2 minutes, most cats will seek you out naturally. The difference is massive. Cats who are allowed to initiate contact show 3 times more affection throughout the evening. You're not being cold. You're respecting their psychological need for control. Try this tomorrow and watch how much more affectionate your cat becomes. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Your cat is sending you love signals right now, and you're completely missing them. The blinking conversation. Your cat is talking to you right now through their eyelids, and you're completely ignoring them. A groundbreaking study from the University of Sussex proved that slow blinking is the feline equivalent of a smile. It signals trust, affection, and emotional safety. But here's what nobody tells you. The conversation is two-way. When your cat slow blinks at you and you don't return it, they interpret your open-eyed stare as confrontational or dismissive. You're literally rejecting their love language. The fix is simple, but powerful. When you catch your cat looking at you, slowly close your eyes for 2 seconds, then open them gently. Wait. Most cats will blink back within 10 seconds. You've just had a complete emotional exchange without words. Cats who receive regular slow blinks from their owners show dramatically lower stress levels and seek physical contact 200% more often. This isn't cute behavior, it's actual communication, and you've been silent this whole time. Speaking of communication, there's a secret spot on your cat's body that most owners never discover. The forbidden touch zone. There's a spot on your cat's body that releases instant trust chemicals. But it's not where you think. Most people focus on the head and back, completely missing the jackpot location. According to feline behaviorists at UC Davis, the area right behind your cat's front legs, along their rib cage, contains the highest concentration of social grooming receptors. When cats groom each other in colonies, this is the spot they focus on, because it's impossible for them to reach alone. Gently scratching here with your fingernails, not rubbing, mimics another cat's tongue texture. Your cat's brain floods, with oxytocin within seconds. But timing matters. Only try this when your cat is already relaxed, never when they're eating or playing. The response is unmistakable. Their eyes will half close. They'll arch slightly into your hand, and some cats will even drool. You've just unlocked a bonding mechanism reserved for family members only. Now, while you're building that physical bond, your cat is also trying to create something deeper with you every single morning. The scent hierarchy secret. Your cat rubs against your legs every morning, and you think it's just affection. You're only seeing half the picture. When cats rub their face on objects or people, they're depositing pheromones from glands located around their mouth, chin, and cheeks. This behavior is called bunting, and it serves 2 purposes: claiming territory and creating a shared family scent. But here's the revelation. Cats don't just want to mark you. They want you to mark them back. Research from the University of Bristol shows that cats in multi-cat households who share scent profiles have 60% fewer conflicts. Your cat craves this same scent-sharing ritual with you. After your cat bunts your hand or leg, immediately rub that same hand gently on their cheeks and forehead. You're blending scent signatures and telling them, yes, we're family. Cats who experience regular scent sharing with their owners display what researchers call secure attachment behavior, the same bond kittens have with their mothers. This simple exchange transforms your relationship from cohabitation to true family. But there's another critical element of your cat's world that you're completely overlooking, and it has nothing to do with what's on the ground. The vertical territory obsession. Your cat ignores their expensive floor toys because you're thinking horizontally in a vertical world. While cats spend 60% of their active time above ground level, according to studies of feral cat behavior, height isn't just a preference, it's a psychological necessity. Elevated positions provide security, territory surveillance, and stress relief all at once. Your cat is hardwired to seek high ground, yet most homes offer nothing above furniture level. What cats desperately love but rarely get is a genuine vertical highway. This doesn't mean one tall cat tree. It means multiple elevated pathways, floating shelves along walls, accessible bookcases, even cleared-off countertop space. When cats can move through their environment at various heights, their stress hormones drop by 40%. They become more playful, more confident, and surprisingly more affectionate. Why? Because confident cats are secure cats, and secure cats are loving cats. If your cat seems aloof or anxious, the solution might not be emotional. It might be architectural. Give them the third dimension their brain is craving. And while we're talking about what your cat's brain craves, there's something about your playtime that's actually damaging their mental health. The hunting success requirement. You play with your cat using a laser pointer, and they go crazy chasing it. Then suddenly, they lose interest and walk away looking frustrated. You just accidentally created psychological stress. Cats have a biological need to complete the hunting sequence: stalk, chase, pounce, catch, kill, and eat. Laser pointers allow stalking and chasing but deny the crucial final steps. Over time, this incomplete hunting cycle can cause serious frustration and even aggression. Researchers at the University of California found that cats denied catch and kill moments during play show increased anxiety behaviors like over-grooming and aggression. What cats truly love is finishing the hunt. Use toys they can actually capture. Feather wands, toy mice, even crumpled paper balls. Let them catch it, bite it, and kick it with their back legs. This completes their neural reward circuit. Follow successful hunts with a small treat or meal, mimicking the natural hunt-to-eat progression. Your cat doesn't just want to chase. They need to conquer. Give them victories, and watch their confidence and affection levels skyrocket. Now here's something that might hurt to hear. When your cat keeps their distance from you, you've been misreading it completely. The personal space boundary. Your cat sits 3 feet away from you instead of on your lap, and you take it personally, but distance isn't rejection. It's actually a compliment you don't understand. A study from Oregon State University revealed something fascinating. Cats show affection through proximity, not always physical contact. When your cat chooses to be in the same room as you, especially if they position themselves where they can see you, they're saying, "I want to be near you," in cat language. Forcing lap time when they're practicing proximity bonding creates stress and damages trust. What cats love is respected boundaries. If your cat sits nearby, let them stay there without reaching out. Make yourself available, but not demanding. Over time, something magical happens. Cats who feel their boundaries are respected gradually decrease the distance on their own terms. The cat who sat 5 feet away last month might be on your lap next month, but only because you never forced it. Ironically, the fastest way to get a lap cat is to stop trying. Patience isn't just a virtue with cats. It's the entire relationship strategy. Speaking of things your cat values that you keep throwing away, there's one item that's worth more to them than any expensive purchase you've made. The cardboard box phenomenon. You bought an expensive cat bed, but your cat sleeps in the delivery box instead. This isn't stubbornness, it's pure survival instinct. Research from the University of Utrecht in the Netherlands discovered that boxes provide cats with stress relief that fabric beds simply cannot match. Enclosed spaces reduce stress hormones by 37% because they satisfy three primal needs simultaneously: hiding from predators, ambushing prey, and temperature regulation. Cardboard even provides better insulation than most pet beds. What cats absolutely love, but owners constantly remove, is access to boxes. Not just one box, but multiple boxes in different sizes and locations. Cut entrance holes in some, leave others open, create box towers. Vets recommend that cats should have access to at least 3 enclosed hiding spaces in their environment. Cats who can retreat to boxes during stressful moments, like when visitors arrive, recover from stress 4 times faster. Stop throwing boxes away. Your cat sees them as mobile safe rooms. That junk you're recycling is premium real estate in the feline world. But boxes aren't the only thing your cat desperately needs access to. There's another resource that's literally keeping them mentally healthy. The window watching ritual. Your cat stares out the window for hours and you assume they're bored. Actually, they're engaging in what animal behaviorists call environmental enrichment. And it's more valuable than any toy you could buy. Watching outdoor activity, birds, insects, even moving leaves, activates the same neural pathways as actual hunting without the physical stress. Dr. Michael Delgado from UC Davis explains that window watching reduces aggression, decreases depression symptoms, and improves overall mental health in indoor cats. But here's what most owners get completely wrong. They interrupt this crucial activity. They close blinds for privacy, tap the window to get their cat's attention, or shoo them away when they chatter at birds. What cats desperately love is uninterrupted observation time with an optimized viewing station. Place a comfortable perch at window height, keep blinds open during daylight hours, and never disturb them during their watching sessions. Consider it their version of meditation or television. Cats with regular window access show 50% fewer behavioral problems. That window isn't just glass. It's your cat's connection to their ancestral world. And while your cat is making preferences clear at the window, they're also trying to tell you something about that scratching post you bought. The texture preference mystery. Your cat scratches your couch but ignores the scratching post right next to it. This isn't defiance. It's a texture preference you never asked about. Cats have individual scratching preferences based on the texture, angle, and stability of the surface. Some prefer rough sisal, others like smooth cardboard, some want carpet, and many love bare wood. Scratching isn't just about claw maintenance, it's also territorial marking, stress relief, and muscle stretching. When you provide only one texture, you're essentially asking them to wear shoes that don't fit. What cats genuinely love is scratching variety. Place different textures around your home. Vertical sisal posts, horizontal cardboard scratchers, and angled carpet ramps. Watch which ones your cat uses most, then provide more of that specific texture. Research from the American Association of Feline Practitioners shows that cats with texture-matched scratchers reduce furniture scratching by 89%. Your cat wasn't ignoring the scratching post. The post was ignoring their preferences. Give them options, and your furniture survives while your cat stays happy. Now let's talk about something you do twice a day that's actually working against your cat's natural instincts. The feeding ritual transformation. You pour kibble in a bowl twice a day and walk away. Biologically, you just told your cat that food appears magically without effort. But cats are solitary hunters who naturally work for 8 to 12 small meals throughout the day, not 2 large ones. This feeding mismatch causes boredom, obesity, and even behavioral problems. What cats instinctively love but rarely experience is foraging behavior. Food puzzle toys, scattered kibble hidden around the house, or even DIY toilet paper roll puzzles transform eating from passive consumption to active hunting. Studies from the University of California found that cats who work for their food show 71% less food-motivated aggression and maintain healthier weights. The mental stimulation from foraging also reduces destructive behaviors because their hunting drive is satisfied. Start simple. Hide small portions of their daily food in 3 different locations. Make them easy at first, then gradually increase difficulty. Your cat's brain evolved to problem solve for food. When you remove that challenge entirely, you're essentially forcing retirement on a born hunter. Let them work and watch them thrive mentally and physically. And here's another daily interaction where your cat is literally asking for something specific, but you keep missing the signal. The grooming assistance request. When your cat licks you and then pauses, waiting, they're not just showing affection. They're requesting reciprocal grooming. In cat colonies, mutual grooming, called allogrooming, is how cats build and maintain social bonds. It's not just about cleanliness, it's about trust and family structure. When your cat licks your hand or arm, they're initiating a grooming exchange. Most owners just smile and do nothing, completely missing the invitation. What cats absolutely love is when you groom them back immediately after they groom you. Use a soft brush, or even just gently run your fingers through their fur in the direction of hair growth. Focus on areas they can't easily reach: the top of the head, behind the ears, and along the spine. Research shows that cats who receive grooming responses to their licking attempts show 40% more social behaviors overall. You're essentially confirming the family bond they're trying to establish. When your cat licks you next time, don't just accept it passively. Respond. Complete the social contract. This simple exchange transforms your relationship from human who lives here to family member who understands me. Now there's one basic need your cat has that you're probably getting completely wrong, and it's affecting their kidney health. The multi-water source strategy. Your cat drinks from bathroom faucets, plant saucers, or even your water glass, completely ignoring their bowl. This isn't quirky behavior, it's evolutionary wisdom you're ignoring. In nature, cats instinctively avoid water sources near their food because dead prey contaminates nearby water. Your cat's water bowl sitting next to their food bowl triggers ancient alarm bells. Additionally, cats prefer fresh, moving water because stagnant water in the wild often harbors bacteria. What cats desperately love but rarely receive is multiple water sources throughout the home, far from feeding areas. Place bowls in different rooms, at different heights, and consider a cat water fountain that keeps water circulating. Studies from the Journal of Feline Medicine show that cats with multiple water access points drink 60% more water daily, dramatically reducing kidney disease risk. Some cats also prefer wider, shallow bowls where their whiskers don't touch the sides. Experiment with bowl types and locations. Your cat isn't being difficult about water. They're trying to stay healthy using instincts that kept their ancestors alive for millennia. Honor those instincts, and speaking of evolutionary design, you're actually hurting your cat's eyes every night without realizing it. The night vision respect. You turn on all the lights at night when moving through your house, and your cat squints or runs away. Here's something most people don't know. Cats can see in light levels 6 times lower than humans need. Their eyes contain a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum that amplifies available light. Bright lights at night don't help them. They actually cause discomfort and temporarily blind them. What cats genuinely appreciate is low-light navigation. When moving through your house at night, use dim night lights or even just ambient light from electronics rather than flipping on overhead lights. Your cat is perfectly comfortable in what you consider darkness. By keeping lights low, you're accommodating their superior night vision instead of forcing them to adapt to yours. Behaviorists note that cats in homes with excessive nighttime lighting show disrupted sleep cycles and increased stress behaviors. Some even develop light sensitivity issues. Your cat's eyes are evolutionary masterpieces designed for twilight hunting. Respect that design by not flooding their environment with unnecessary light. They'll sleep better, stress less, and appreciate that you finally understand their needs are different from yours. But there's another type of communication you're ignoring all day long, one that's happening right under your nose. The tail language illiteracy. Your cat's tail is sending you detailed messages all day long, and you're functionally illiterate. While dogs wag tails to show happiness, cat tail language is far more complex and nuanced. A gently swaying tail means contentment. A puffed tail signals fear or aggression. A low, tucked tail indicates submission or stress. But here's the signal most owners completely miss: the question mark tail. When your cat approaches with their tail held high, but curved at the tip like a question mark, they're saying, "I'm happy to see you and I'm friendly." This is an invitation for interaction. What cats love is when you actually respond to their tail signals. When you see the question mark tail, crouch down to their level and extend your hand for them to sniff. When you see a thrashing tail during petting, immediately stop touching them. They've hit their threshold. When their tail is tucked, give them space and reduce environmental stressors. Researchers at the University of Lincoln found that owners who correctly interpret and respond to tail signals have cats with 45% fewer behavioral issues. Your cat is speaking an entire language through their tail. It's time you learn to read it. Now, there's something heartbreaking happening as your cat ages, and most owners are completely oblivious to their suffering. The elder cat accommodation. Your cat is slowing down with age, but you haven't changed anything about their environment. Senior cats, typically 11 years and older, develop arthritis, reduced flexibility, and decreased energy. That cat tree they loved 5 years ago might now be painful to climb. The litter box with high walls could be causing them to eliminate elsewhere. What aging cats desperately need, but rarely receive, is environmental accommodation. Add ramps or steps to favorite high spots, switch to low-entry litter boxes, place food and water on elevated surfaces so they don't have to bend as much, and add extra soft bedding in warm areas. Veterinary research shows that 90% of cats over 12 have arthritis, but only 13% of owners make any environmental modifications. Your cat won't complain or ask for help. They'll simply stop doing activities that cause pain, and you'll mistakenly think they're just getting old and lazy. What cats love in their senior years is a home that evolves with their changing needs. Extra litter boxes on each floor, nightlights to help with decreasing vision, heated beds for aching joints. These simple changes can add years of quality life and comfort. Speaking of pain, there's a behavior problem you might be dealing with right now that's actually your fault from when they were a kitten. The play aggression misdirection. Your cat attacks your hands and feet during play, and you probably encouraged this as a kitten because it was cute. Now it's painful and frustrating, but it's actually your fault, not theirs. When you use your hands as toys during kittenhood, you teach cats that human body parts are appropriate prey. This creates a behavioral pattern that's extremely difficult to reverse. What cats actually need from day one is clear boundaries between toys and body parts. Never use your hands or feet as play objects. Always redirect to appropriate toys. If your cat attacks your hand, immediately stop all interaction. Say no calmly and walk away. Within seconds, return with a toy and redirect their energy. According to feline behaviorist Pam Johnson-Bennett, consistency is everything. If you sometimes allow hand play and sometimes don't, you'll only confuse your cat. What cats love is clear, consistent rules. They're not trying to hurt you. They're playing the way you taught them. When you redirect their hunting behavior to appropriate outlets every single time, They learn new patterns surprisingly fast. Some cats reform within just 2 weeks of consistent redirection. Your hands aren't toys. Teach them that, and the aggression disappears. Now here's a trap that 99% of cat owners fall for repeatedly, and it's destroying the trust you've worked so hard to build. The belly trap understanding. Your cat rolls over and shows you their belly. You see it as an invitation to pet, so you reach down and immediately get attacked. Congratulations, you fell for the oldest trick in the cat book, and you've completely misunderstood their communication. When dogs show their belly, it's submission and an invitation to rub. When cats show their belly, it's actually a display of trust and comfort, not an invitation to touch. The belly is their most vulnerable area, containing vital organs. Showing it means, I trust you enough to be vulnerable near you. Touching it means you just abused that trust by attacking their weak spot. What cats genuinely love is when you admire the belly display without touching it. They're complimenting you by showing vulnerability. The correct response is to slow blink back, or even just acknowledge it verbally without physical contact. If you must touch, try scratching under their chin or behind their ears instead. Research shows that 85% of cats will tolerate brief belly touches from trusted owners, but only if done correctly. Very light, very brief, 1 or 2 gentle strokes maximum. Stop before they react. The belly trap isn't a trap. It's a test of whether you understand cat communication. Most owners fail, repeatedly. And there's another subtle ritual your cat performs every single day that you've been accidentally disrupting. The meal finale ritual. Your cat finishes eating and immediately grooms themselves, and you think nothing of it. But this sequence, eat followed by groom, is part of their instinctive hunting routine. In the wild, cats hunt, eat their prey, then meticulously groom to remove any scent that might attract predators or alert future prey. This behavior is so hardwired that domestic cats perform it, even though there's no survival necessity. What cats subconsciously appreciate is respecting this ritual. After meals, give them quiet space to groom without interruption. Don't try to play or interact during their post-meal grooming session. This is their wind-down time, similar to how humans might relax after dinner. Interrupting it creates subtle stress because you're disrupting an instinctive behavioral sequence. Veterinarians note that cats who can complete their full eat-groom routine show better digestion and less stress-related behaviors. It seems like a small thing, but these tiny instinctive rituals matter deeply to your cat's sense of normalcy. When their environment allows them to follow natural behavioral patterns, they feel psychologically secure. Let them finish their routine completely. The grooming session after eating isn't vanity. It's part of their mental health maintenance. Now here's the ultimate truth that connects everything you've just learned, and it changes everything about how you should approach your cat. The choice, empowerment, philosophy. Here's the ultimate secret that ties everything together. Cats don't want control because they're stubborn. They need choice because choice equals safety in their evolutionary programming. Every technique in this video comes back to one core principle: giving your cat agency over their own experience. When you let them approach instead of grabbing them, when you provide multiple resources instead of one, when you respect their boundaries instead of forcing affection, you're doing something revolutionary. You're treating them like the intelligent, autonomous beings they are. Research from multiple universities consistently shows the same pattern. Cats with environmental control show lower stress, better health, longer lifespans, and significantly more affection toward their owners. The paradox is beautiful. The more you let them choose, the more they choose you. What cats love most of all is living with a human who understands that respect isn't the opposite of love. It's the foundation of love. Every choice you give your cat, every boundary you respect, every instinct you honor, you're building trust. And trust is what transforms a cat from a pet into a companion. Your cat has been waiting their entire life for someone who gets it. Now you do. Which technique will you start with first? Pick one technique from this video and try it for 3 days. Then comment below which one transformed your cat's behavior the fastest. If your cat actually responded, drop a cat emoji so I know this worked. Subscribe because next week I'm exposing why some cats emotionally reject their owners and the 48-hour fix that reverses it completely.